Hello there, and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and this video here is on reforging Radzig Kobyl's sword into Mastercraft. Now, of course, we can't really do this right now. It doesn't really go into Mastercraft. My friend has the add-on for perfect blacksmithing, and it just doesn't go there. It just locks at level 3, and it says these stats. And then also, I read that if you do have this sword, it automatically goes down to, just a level 3 sword, not a Mastercraft sword at the end of the game, once you get, once it changes over to Henry's sword. And you have this recipe. So yeah, the first piece of advice is do not reforge this sword until the end of the game right now, unless they update this, which they probably should do, because it's a really pain in the ass and stupid thing to do. But anyway, since it's a quest item, that you can't really reforge it into Mastercraft yet. So we'll wait to the end of the game and then get Henry's sword and do it on his version. And then even then, it's still going to be hard as hell to actually get that thing reforged. And you can't just do it with your maximum stats on there either. So we can check out the stats right here, even with the strength maxed out there and your skills at craftsman maxed out there, which is pretty easy to do. Just keep sharpening and dulling a blade and you can max that out there. We're still going to need some potions for stuff like that, and unfortunately just the obvious potion for yourself is not going to be good enough. So taking the one for the quick finger one is definitely one you want to do, right? It increases your craftsmanship, even though it says 30 maximum. This weapon here is really picky on doing that, so we're going to drink that. The other potion you should be drinking is probably the strength one for yourself. So Henry's this one right here, this potion right here. Drink this guy right here. How do you say that? Artemises, whatever. Plus 6 strength. That will help too for your potion. Yeah. So there we go. And of course you get a little bit drunk drinking this one. So go ahead and let that affect that thing happen, and then drink the hair of the dog potion to get rid of that, just in case it actually matters for yourself. And I can't find it. Where is your hair of the dog? There's up there. Okay, there we go. So now let's get started on the blacksmithing part and show you some of the tips at the start of this as we craft it, because you can't make a mistake. So I'm going to show you what you should and shouldn't do while doing this. And first of all, we're going to heat this up there, and don't leave it on, I don't know if it matters or not, but don't leave it on the same spot for too long as you're heating it. I wait for like 2 pumps as I'm holding the button down and doing it, and then move it, and then do 2 pumps, and then I'll let it heat up nice and naturally. If I see a side on there, since it's light red, I go to that next. Okay, that one heat it up to the deeper red, and then the deeper red, and then we're getting into the white. And now you let go of the pumps and let it heat up naturally with the rest of the fire, so you don't overburn it. So that looks nice and good, and it's heating up, so we don't get the burning effect. That's because we let go of the thing. And now the hammering has to be nice and smooth, and I'm going to do this 3 times going through this. So let's hammer. Oh, there. Move it a little bit forward. Hammer it, and hopefully he whistles. That's what you want to hear, right? And just go through it nice and rhythmic. Try and keep a nice rhythm. I'm not the best at it, so bear with me on that part. But yeah, just move it a little bit at a time with your swings, and hopefully you can get good. You can get good at it, right? It's a pain in the ass thing because it's so twitchy, and you got to keep your mouse movement slow as you're holding the button down and doing it. And I don't feel good because he's not whistling. And I do this 3 times, right? I go up and down.
I've got
3 times. Well, he's halfway finished, so I'm gonna finish this other part and just go fast through that, because I got it a little bit earlier, right? So now I put it up to the top, and I'll start hammering it down the same way, and hopefully I don't screw up. Just always keep it moving. It's getting a dull red right now, so we're getting close to being finished, or we have to put it back in the forge. If it gets any lower than this, we gotta move it back. There we go. So we were close. Now let's see if that works or not. You gotta practice makes perfect, and definitely you gotta save it and reload it a lot and check out other all the options possible on this. And we'll see if we get this to Mastercraft, because it is kind of a difficult process at the end of the day. You just need to get a rhythm going. Let's see what we got. It's not guaranteed, right? Still hard to do. Mastercraft, yes, so we got it. So that is the trick right there. Make sure you're popping up that strength potion too. That was the main thing. I just tried this without the strength potion, just to double check before I did this, because I did it before, right? I popped the agility and the strength one. We just need the strength one, and that's what people are going to see on some of the other videos. There's a video out there, the top one right there, where you can't see the M on there for the Mastercraft for the other sword, but you see the stabbing and slashing damage. You're not going to see that on the sword itself after the fact. When trying to do this, the weapon damage is not going to sit there and say it's going to have this damage on here, right? It's not going to show up as that, but it's not, it's not sharpened yet. So let's go there and sharpen this, because that would help too, right? It's just a little bit better than the dueling sword. And you're not missing out, by the way, on this. The dueling sword, the dueling longsword, you're going to get that pretty fast in the second map. So you don't even have to worry about reforging, because the dueling longsword is better than the reforged level 3 sword of this. So you definitely not going to miss out of it. And I got that pretty quickly. And there was another sword that was pretty close. And if you don't know about sharpening, you really should. But yeah, you see the white flame, it's getting sharpened. If it's yellow, you're not sharpening it. That's about it, right? And if you want to dull it up there, I didn't hear that. I didn't see. There's that razor sharp perk. There we go. After I get the perk, I just make sure I get every part of it, so I get 100% on it, and then we can see the stats a little bit more clearly on the damage. There's that 199 you want to see on there for the damage. So as you can see, it's a little bit better than the other sword. It's like 16 damage for slashing and damage, and 3 for blunt. It's not very much. 27 more defense on there. But yeah, it's already a high defense. So 27, 30 on top of 300 is just not much. It's just 10% better. But yeah, you get this. As soon as you get the recipe to craft your dueling longsword, it's going to be a nice, powerful weapon that's going to run you through the whole game, and it's getting a little bit extra on top. You're not going to be killing yourself over it. Don't worry about it. That's what I think. So definitely save the sword until the end of the game and Mastercraft it that way, and make sure you're popping those 2 potions I recommended for yourself, and try and follow those directions I gave. So hopefully that helps you out, and you can use Henry's sword there. I don't think it looks anything special. Or I think that, no, it doesn't look anything special. But yeah, it's just a little bit more damage and defense than the dueling longsword. But there you go. So hopefully that clears it up some if you're trying to get this thing Mastercrafted earlier on. If you can, then good for you, because I've tried it like a whole bunch of times myself, doing the same method on an earlier save before the end of the game, and I just could not make it Mastercraft. And then I had my friend check out with that add-on, like I said, to do it perfectly, and he can't get it Mastercraft. So right now it's locked out. But those are the tips for Mastercrafting your sword up there, is to make it perfect and to have those the strength potion too, because blacksmithing is a strength skill apparently, so yeah, that's going to help you with that. So having your strength maxed is good too. And if you don't know how to max your strength, just carry a lot of stuff on you. That is it. So yeah, if you carry a lot of heavy stuff and you're walking around, your strength goes up pretty fast. Like I went to the Kobyla place and had a whole bunch of gear. Walking through the town, I leveled up my strength 2 times when it was already pretty damn high. It was over 25, and I leveled up twice just selling gear in that Kutenberg town, basically, right? So yeah, that was interesting. But so there you go. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.